Hi guys, this is just Freddy. Good to see you all. Hope you're all keeping well. Most importantly, right, this is part 2. Retiring in Thailand in 2021. COVID-19. Would you retire or come to live or stay for a couple of years in Thailand and have quarantine? Yes, quarantine. So I'm going to give you, in the first part, the breakdown of how much it will cost you to come and have quarantine in Thailand. So we're going for a 7-day quarantine, which would be, we would be having to take that in Phuket. But obviously if you're going to other parts of Thailand now, you have to do 14 days. So we're doing this on the basis of a 7-day quarantine in Phuket, taken before the crisis of 22 regions in Thailand, which you can't go to unless you have the 14-day quarantine. Yes guys, so we're going to be taking off from whatever country you're going to be coming from, but before you can take off, part 1 is you have to buy insurance to get yourself into Thailand in the first place. So you, first of all, you're going to be paying money for the insurance for the COVID-19. In my family, there's 3 of us. So I'm going to give you the breakdown of a lot of countries in the end. What would give you if you was an average family, and also if you was a single guy, how much. This is a very not a low level package, it's just a little bit below the middle. So anyway guys, so you've got to pay for your insurance, so that's number 1. Certificate for entry, that's number 2, but we're not going to break into that. We're just having the cost of the quarantine, what it's going to cost you. But this is a rough idea. So you pay for your insurance. Right, you're nearly on that plane, but not quite. You have to have a COVID-19 test 3 days before you leave the country, and it has to be negative. So right, so that was another little bit of money. So you can have a nasty little shock when we get to the end of this. I'm not trying to put you off going, but nobody ever talks about the cost. You know, it's very well nice to go to Thailand. I want to go there to retire. But my question is it worth me going in 2021? Right, so the next thing is you have to arrange with the, have an aircraft ticket, which most people would probably get a link through the embassy, which would give you the flights and the dates you can fly into Thailand. Yes, guys, so, that's another little lump. So we've, so far we've got insurance, we've got COVID-19, and we've got a aircraft ticket. So you're going to have a nasty little shock here. And by the way, if you want the essentials, if you are going into quarantine, I've got a video with 15 essentials which you can take with you, what will help you on your journey once you're in the hotel and save you lots of money, because obviously you've got to pay for things. Right, so this is nothing about how and why and how it all works, because it's all very confusing. This is just my own opinion for 2021 if I'm going to Thailand. Right, so but most importantly, when you got onto that plane, hey, why are you on that plane? You're thinking to yourself, well, who is coming to Thailand? Well, my answer to that is probably families of Thai, people who come to stay for a long time. And my principal thing of working this out was, I want to know, do I go to Thailand? I wanted to go there, sort a few things out before I actually went there to retire. Like, we've already got a bank account, but I needed one too for my visa. Sort out a property. But now, I've thinking maybe I might just go to Phuket for 6 months and let things settle down for a little while. Great place to be, beautiful beaches. Alright, so we've landed in Suvarnabhumi. But by the way, if you do want to go to Phuket, it has to be a one-way journey. No stopping on the way, you won't get a ticket in otherwise. So Phuket seems to be the place where it's all going to be the safest in October. As Thailand stands at the moment, I think it's not the place, unless you're going long term, to stay there with the third wave of coronavirus 19. So right, hotel. You've picked your hotel. By far the best priced hotels, not the cheapest they've seen, but far the best quality hotels to go to for this. In my opinion, looking at the everything I can see, my guess is probably I would go to Phuket. It's a bit more reasonably priced, but that's not to do with me. I like the fresh air. 2 weeks or 7 days. This is 7 days, the cheapest package. But don't forget, you can only get 11-day package with this, because to get a stick of entry, you have to get a 11-day entry pass. They will only give you that if you do 11 days, because then they will change it all at the airport. You know, depending what time of day you arrive. You know, you've heard all the swears already. I'm not going to waste my time. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you like, and if you don't, just alright, give me a thumbs down. I don't mind. I'm not in this to make money. I'm just here to give information to people. Right, so you've landed in Bangkok or Phuket, wherever you're going to. The next thing is you're going to go to your hotel. So, right, you're going to spend your time. Then don't forget my essentials, 15 essentials to take with you into your ASQ hotel, which will save you an awful lot of dosh. Okay, there's lots of films being made about the 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐽, how it's all operate. You know that already. So, right, guys, so the total cost, it will be all up here for each country in the world. Right, for myself, my wife and my baby, our boy, it would be £5,070. That would be just for a basic 7 days. I haven't think about this. That's just for 7 days, that is. Right, for the USA, it's $6,905. Canada, $8,648 Canadian. EU, 5,802. Australia, 9,065. That's the cost for a basic 7 days. So before you even get your swimming trunks out, you know, the only swimming you're going to be doing is in that bath or running up and down into that in probably in your room. So guys, you've got all the figures there, and up on top here we'll give you the breakdown of the total cost of that what I've given you for each part of that. You know, I can anyway, guys. Right, the next part is part 2. This is if I'm going to Thailand. This is you can help us on a journey, and we'd like your feedback, guys. You can tell us what you think you would do. We're thinking of probably stay in Phuket for 6 months to a year, because we're waiting for things to settle and see what things happen. Before we go back to 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿, where we probably might go and live there. But who knows? So you can help us on our journey on YouTube. Everything's up to you guys, so you know, point us in the right direction. You've got any suggestions? Most importantly, you know, if you've got anything which we can learn off of you, we're all brothers, so we all can help one another. But if you do, you know, decide you want to leave me an email or something, or just a message, I'll be very happy. So this is just part 2. Part 1 was last week. If you want to go back and see that, it'd be very good. Anyway, guys, so if there's anything else you'd like to bring to the table, we'd be more than happy. So that's it for this week anyway, guys. And don't forget, I haven't got a ting for the subscription, just a thumbs up. If you would love to subscribe, please do. You really help our cause, and I have a little thing down there for cystic fibrosis. All the money which is collected goes to the Cystic Fibrosis Society. And one other thing, I've one other person which helps me with when I first started doing this channel, and her name is 𝐿𝐴. I've got a link down below, and she's helped me to get started with my channel and showed how to do things and promote. But that was a while back, but I'm leaving the link down, just a recommendation. Anyway guys, see you again. Thank you. Cheers, Freddy.